She has her.
Okay, is it time? I call this meeting of the South Redford Board of Education together at 6:31. We stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next item on the agenda is the roll call. Mr. Winston, would you call the roll, please?
Yes. Anthony Johnson,
Present.
Amanda Flesher,
Present.
Lori Higgs,
Present.
Cheryl Flesher,
Present.
Keisha Early,
Present.
Daniel Winston, I am present, and Shirley Calvin.
Present. Next item on the agenda is Superintendent Communications, Mr. Bond.
Thank you, Madam President. Congratulations are in order to our hospitality and tourism program. Many thanks to the students and staff that have been integral in opening the Nest Cafe for the 25-26 school year, which opened last week. And special congratulations are in order, as this would not be possible without the efforts of Chef Tony, Chef Leo, Heather Bardis, and all the staff and students that were a part of opening the Nest Cafe for the current school year. It was so wonderful to see many staff as well as community members accessing the Nest for this current school year. Additionally, hats are off to the varsity football team as well as to the coaching staff of former alumni Mr. Will Webster. Thanks to the effort of our student athletes for the varsity football program, we once again are qualifying for the state playoffs again this school year, and we will take on Trenton on Saturday at 7 p.m. So congratulations are in order to our student athletes of the varsity football program. Additionally, Vandenberg Elementary School has nominated Miss Erica Wilson from the administrative assistant ranks as being their staff member of the month for the month of October. Miss Wilson, she always is working hard and has a smile on her face, and she works hard each and every single school day running Vandenberg Elementary School. Is always professional, kind, as well as being courteous, and is always willing to help and is an amazing part of the Vandenberg School. And with that, this evening, Madam President, that concludes my communications.
Thank you. Number 4 on the agenda was the approval of the agenda. Are there any corrections to the agenda? Thank you. Next item on the agenda is board communications. Are there any?
To the chair,
Yes?
I just want to report back. Last week we had a sex education advisory board committee meeting, and it was really a good informative meeting. We have a group that is growing. Amy Davidson and Elizabeth Dupurin are doing a fabulous job co-chairing it, beginning to put together data and stuff for the report that they hope to present back to the board in February.
Very good. Are there any other communications?
Chair?
Yes?
The 30th, I think it's Thursday, is Angels Night Trail or Treat at Claude Allison Park starting at 6.
Next item on the agenda is comments from the audience. There are none. Next item on the agenda is the consent agenda. Do I have a board member willing to adopt the consent agenda?
To the chair,
Yes.
I'd like to move the adoption of the following resolution, please.
Do I have a support?
Support.
Been adopted by Mrs. Flesher and supported by Mrs. Hicks. All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? 7 ayes, 0 nays, resolution adopted. Next item on the agenda is the reports from the SREA, SROPA, and SCERFE. That would be you, Bill?
Okay, thank you. So, good evening, members of the Board of Education. You can see there's a lot of people here tonight. So, just a quick heads up. At our September meeting, we thought it might be a good idea if we came here and just kind of introduced ourselves and mention to you what we do for the SREA, and so you could put a name, a face to a name, basically. So, as you know, my name is Bill Dyer, and I'm proud to serve here as the president of the SREA, the South Redford Education Association. And just so you know, I also serve as a secondary school grievance chairperson, and I'm the treasurer for the MEA local presidents. So I serve kind of in those 3 roles. I've been a part of South Redford for 32 years, 22 at Pierce, 8 at Thurston, and 2 now at SOAR. And it's been an honor for me to continue working in this district and the community. It means so much to me. It's really like my first home since I've moved all around Metro Detroit. So today our goal is we want to introduce the members that are behind me here that were able to make it tonight. We have a pretty good chunk of us that were able to make it. These are the dedicated educators here behind me who work tirelessly to support all the other members' wages, their hours, and their working conditions. We don't do this to obviously get rich. We do it just to enhance our schools and build relationships between our administrative staff, our board, and our central office administrators, our teachers, our students, and the entire community in general. So we consider ourselves to be a progressive problem-solving partner. We work collaboratively with the Human Resource Department, with Mr. Kinsey, and our district leadership to provide a strong, supportive environment where our students and our staff can thrive and enjoy working. So we're proud to stand here today. We represent over 93% of the members in this district here, which is, I think, 3rd highest in Wayne County and possibly 3rd highest of anybody our size around the state. Would that be fair to say, Linda? So today we have with us here members of our executive board. We have building reps. We have our professional negotiation team members. And I'm just going to ask each of them really quickly just to introduce themselves, tell you what building they work at, and inform you in terms of what they do for the SREA just really quickly. Thank you very much. Would anybody like to start? Adam, we're going to start with you. Thank you for giving us your time tonight, too.
My name's Adam Kralacki. I came into the South Redford District in 2016 as an interventionist. I've done recess monitoring, lunch monitoring, and eventually in 2020 I became a 4th grade teacher across the street at Adams. That was monumental for my life, and I really enjoy being in this district. I'm now a union representative for that building, so it's been going really well, and I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Smith. I'm over at Adams. This is my 8th year here. I started off as, I think my first year, you convinced me to be a building rep. My first year teaching, you did, yep. And then I just kind of stayed there. I was on the PNC, I think, for a year or 2, and now I'm on the exec board as the secretary, and I work over at Adams in 4th grade.
Hello, friends. I'm Jesse Donahue. I teach over at Pierce Middle School. I teach Spanish there. It's my first year being a building rep over there, and I was on the negotiation team.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Al McBroom. This is my 5th year with South Redford School District. I started off as a Spanish teacher when James was principal of Jefferson, and he took a risk on me before I had a teaching degree. And now I've been here for 5 years. I love it. I've been a union rep since my first year, and I very much enjoy what I do with the SREA. So thank you for having us.
Thank you.
I'm Brian Chase. I probably wouldn't say how long I taught, except I want to beat Bill. So I've taught for 34 years. I was in the same exact classroom at Fisher every single year until last year. So that was a little strange. I've been a union rep off and on since the mid-90s. Handed it off to a lot of people, and now Al. And I'm currently on the executive board, NEA rep. I go to region meetings and I go to the state meetings and bring information back. I am also the PAC chair, deal with different political things that we do as well. And thank you very much.
I'm Erin Ferris. This is my 21st year in the district. I'm representative for Thurston. This is my second go around as a union rep. Why not? Let's try it again. Business teacher, and I love it here. So.
Funny. You're funny. Good evening. Linda O'Donnell. I've been teaching for 30 years, 28 of them here, and quite a few of them over at Adams, now over at Jefferson. K-5, the gamut of all grades. And I've been a union rep at Adams, treasurer when Dr. Hofer went into the principal role, and I've been treasurer membership chair ever since. So that's me.
All right.
I'm Amy Shilby. I'm at Vandenberg Elementary School. I was just going to swim back there. I've been in the district. I was hired on 9/11/2001 in this very room. I was having my first encounter with South Redford when the world changed. I've been a classroom teacher since 2003. I've been the union rep for Vandenberg, I think maybe 18 years. Not really sure, it's been a long time. I'm currently the vice president of the SREA. I am the elementary grievance chair. And I do the new membership stuff. I mean the new teacher meetings. That's about it. Anything that anybody needs, I just step right in. And I wear cool socks like James. One jack of all trades, here's another. Kay Schufelt, Jefferson Elementary. I'm an instructional coach. I've been here about 20 years. I've taught kinder, first, third, a short stint in preschool, and now I've been an instructional coach for about 6 years. I've been an active member in the union all of those years I've been here, and I participated in the negotiation team this past year, which is a whole nother side to things in education. So, but I love it here. I call it home. So.
Hello, I am Jamie Turco. This is going on my 8th year in South Redford. I started in Fisher as a 3rd grade teacher and then transitioned to Jefferson as our interventionist. I've been an active union member since I got on board, and this is actually my first year being the building rep for Jefferson Elementary.
Right.
Hi, I'm Annie Hahn. I am a building rep from Thurston High School, where I'm a counselor. I was just sitting back here trying to do the math in my head for how long I've been here, and I think this is my 18th year, I think. I started out as a teacher consultant. Before that, I was a special education teacher in another state and in another district. And then worked as a teacher consultant here, and then moved into counseling, I think, 15-ish years ago, somewhere around there. And so I've served on the PNC on previous contracts, and this is my, I think, 3rd term as a building rep for Thurston. So.
All right.
So once again, really quick, I just wanted to follow up because I don't know whether it's fortunate or unfortunate that you get to deal with me all the time, but the truth of the matter is the people behind me, they're the real strength of our membership. You know, they're the ones that make sure everything gets solved or everything gets fixed and we keep moving forward. And the truth is, and they would say that probably the same thing that I'm saying about myself, is that they represent a lot of great teachers too. So really we're just the tip of the iceberg. And as I mentioned to you, our membership is 93% plus strong. And I think as of today, we may even be moving towards signing up another 3 people. So our goals, of course, is 100% membership. And we can't do that without the hard work and all the great efforts of all the people behind you. All their experience, all the care, and all the love they put into all the people and all the buildings in the community. I think hopefully you got a chance to see that tonight. And we appreciate you letting us do that. Thanks again.
I thank you, each and every one of you. That's all right. Ms. Sue.
I'm Sue Hunter. I started full-time in 2010. So this is my 16th year full-time, and I did 7 before that as a monitor and subsecretary. I'm here to represent the Soropa Union, and I have several comments from our members. I'm going to start with my office, the Student Services Office. Shirley Mack, our psychologist, and I are settling into our new offices at Fisher, as are the following teachers and their students from some of our self-contained programs that moved over to Fisher this year. The Early Childhood Special Ed classroom, Julie Thomas is the teacher. She moved from Vandenberg. Our ASD classes, the Autism Spectrum Disorder self-contained classes, Richard Hinger moved over from Adams. He teaches the 1st and 2nd. The splits are kind of across the board. Some of them are hard and fast, but kindergarten and 1st, I'm sorry. And then Sarah Walling teaches some 1st and 2nd, and then Molly Rybar teaches the 3rd through 5th. They came from Jefferson. We also have an ASD/resource room for the higher functioning ASD students at Fisher. Brianna Bartley moved over from Jefferson, and she's teaching that. Her kids, in addition to some of Molly's kids, push out into Gen Ed. Bree Bartley's students push out a pretty good deal into Gen Ed, so that is great. The goal is to get them into Gen Ed when we can. Our department has been very busy as usual. We've hired several new staff members, including an ASD teacher for Thurston, because we started the program over there this year. Some speech pathologists, 1 full-time, 1 part-time. We are onboarding another part-time to have those 2 additional, or 1 additional full-time person. A social worker who is covering a maternity leave. And we are currently awaiting paperwork for that other part-time speech and a part-time occupational therapist. So we've got a lot of changes in our department this year, and we're continuing to grow. Fisher Elementary, Princess Scott is the media tech over there. She just gained access to the Fisher Media Center last week, so she's just getting ready to start setting that up. Betsy Lepak is the media tech over at Vandenberg. And we all know what happened to Vandenberg this year. So she says that their library learning commons is coming together. She was granted access about 2 weeks ago to start setting up. She's been doing that. The new books from the Recovery Project were scheduled to be delivered and shelved on the end of October, but that has been postponed a couple of times. So the most recent date they have is November 12th. The book company, I think it's pronounced Follett, is providing white glove delivery due to the circumstances, which means that they will process and label all of the books and shelve them. And it sounds like they do that in 1 day, the shelving, so that's amazing. She's very excited about that. At Pierce, Pat Savoy says the counseling office is off to a great year. They're excited to see all the new faces of the 6th grade students. I know 6th grade is huge over there this year, so they have a lot of new 6th graders. Open house was held on September 9th and was well attended, and first parent-teacher conference is scheduled for November 20th. Also for Pierce, Eddie Moore is a football coach over there, and he is just a friend of mine. He's a para over there, and we just became really good friends through being at Pierce together, and I've been to as many of the games as I could go to. They went 6-0 this year. Last year, they were not good. It was his first year coaching, and although he used to play in the NFL, he hadn't coached before as a head coach. So it was a very different experience for him, and he learned a lot. And he came back this year and they did a really, really great job. So he was really proud of the kids. On to Thurston. Catherine Clardy Lewis is the media tech over there, and she said the Chrome carts are in the classroom and the media center is open. Danielle Dunn in the AP office said the advanced placement program is thriving. They currently have 190 students and a total of 286 exams ordered. So they just keep growing. And the AP teachers are phenomenal and engaging with the students, passing on their knowledge to each student. Their varsity football team won, she said, and as of the time she turned these notes in, she said they were anxiously awaiting for Sunday when they were all getting together to hear that announcement. So they were pretty excited about that. Monique Kincaid in the principal's office over at Thurston mentions that parent-teacher conferences were held on October 23rd. Students and families received their first progress reports. The 8th grade experience was a huge success, held on October 24th. Students and staff showcased their classes, clubs, and sports. Student leaders gave tours of Thurston and the Innovation Center, and Thurston swag was given to our future Thurston Eagles. And with fall sports wrapping up, the winter sports, boy bowling, boys swim, boys and girls basketball, and wrestling will start November 10th. The counseling office has scheduled college visits to Grand Valley, Oakland University, Baker College, Northern Michigan, MSU, U of M Ann Arbor, and UM. And they are meeting with students on post-secondary planning. And we're all looking forward to Thanksgiving break. Monique always puts that break in there. Nikki Ogden over here in the CTE building, the Career Technical Education Program, is doing exciting things. 2 of our programs already have students out in the workforce doing work-based learning at Roush and George Maddox. It's very exciting. We have multiple opportunities during November for students to go off-site and increase their knowledge and skills in each program. And they have a semi-annual advisory meeting coming up this week. 5 of the programs are currently running, and a 6th will hopefully be functioning by next year. The 5 running programs are automotive technology, construction trades, health sciences, hospitality and tourism, and welding. And the 6th program will be business administration. That's it.
Thank you. Ms. Wood.
Well. Good evening, Madam President. Everybody, it's so good to see y'all tonight. And so for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Kathy Woods. I'm president of South Redford Foundation. I'm changing my report around just a little bit because I think I'm in the right house. So I'm gonna take advantage of the moment, if you don't mind, Madam President, to say that we are still in need of champions per school, and I hear each and every school is in the house tonight. So we are in need of champions. Champions is basically liaisons for the South Redford Foundation. We are desperately in need of that. So if any of you would be kind enough to touch base with me about that, it would be greatly appreciated. Moving forward, I would like to update you on the scholarship fund. We were able to raise the fund this year. Last year we gave out 6 $500 scholarships. This year we will be able to give out 6 $1,000 scholarships. Okay. We were also going to sponsor what we call a Glow Gala, sponsored by South Redford Foundation. But in light of the things that's going on with the shutdown of the government, we decided to use those funds in a different direction, and we will do the gala maybe next year. But I have reached out to Gleaners and also the Salvation Army. I am in the midst of working with them to see how next month, every week, we can have at every school deliveries, mobile food delivered for our families here in our community, so that no one goes hungry or without. So that's the way that we choose. We will be meeting, I call it emergency meeting for us Thursday. I'm sorry, for Thursday to confirm all of this with my executive board on the foundation. We spoke on the phone and we all are in agreement with my idea. It is going to happen. We just I have to meet with Gleaners tomorrow, and then the Salvation Army, I'll be meeting with them Friday, and we're gonna put together something so that every day next month, no family in our community will go without food, at least. So whatever we have to do financially to make that happen, we're gonna do that. So if you, with your permission, Madam President, I don't know who we get the permission from, that the mobile trucks go to every school once a week for the families to pick up food. That's what we want to do. That's what we want to do with the funds that we have, that we were going to use for the gala. Any questions or concern in regards to that?
I think that's great.
Wonderful.
That is
Okay.
fantastic.
All right, thank you so much. And I think that will conclude my report for us at this time. Any questions or anything?
I just have one. Kathy, what time's the meeting on Thursday?
So at Thursday, I have to meet with them at 2 o'clock. Oh, you mean for the foundation,
Yes.
exec board? We're trying to meet at 12, but I have to talk to Chris today. I told him I would talk to him. I'll see him today.
Can you send
To
me when
see
you know?
if we can get space. I sure will.
All
I'll
right,
email
thank
you
you.
and I will text you as I always do.
Thank you.
But that is very important. I thought that would be more important than the gala. I would love to do that. That was going to be our fundraiser for the year. But with everything that's going on, I think that the families in our community need our help more so than anything. Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And then so to end it, one last thing. Again, we need champions, which are liaisons from each school. Please, we need you to do more. We're bringing forth teacher grants for 2026. I forgot to add that. We will be bringing that forth as soon as we find out how to do it for the HR department for the teachers to be able to do that. And we're also going to bring PTO grants. That's what we're going to start with for 2026. That is not going to be the ending of our grants, but that's what we're going to start with. PTOs in the schools to try to keep them together because it's kind of falling apart. But it is my mission to bring that back together. And I will be meeting with all PTOs in our district as soon as I can get a hold of Jefferson and Vandenberg PTOs. Okay, it will happen. And now I'm for real. That is it. That will complete my report.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. You guys that would like to go, you can.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Thank you guys again.
Thank you for having us.
All right. Very good, very good. Next item on the agenda is discuss board policy services. Mr. Bowden,
I can if you would like.
yes, please.
You got it. The board currently utilizes Neola for its policy services. At the regular meeting on September 9th, 2025, the board heard from representatives from Miller Johnson Attorneys regarding their board policy services. At the regular board meeting on September 22nd, 2025, the board heard from representatives from the Troon Law Firm regarding its policy services. And this is discussed this evening, Madam President and members of the Board of Education. Having had some time to step away and reflect on both of the presentations and the content that was delivered on the aforementioned dates, to continue its dialogue surrounding other policy service options when the board considers its policies. So this is discussed tonight. And with that, I will turn it back over to you and the board.
Okay. So everyone able to look at that, true, and well, let's just do one at a time. So let's start some discussion about that.
We did the true one first, correct?
Right.
Okay.
We did Miller, we did Miller Johnson.
No, we did
Miller
Miller
Johnson,
Johnson
okay.
first, right, yes.
Chair, you want us to speak?
Yes.
And we're talking about Truman, right, first?
Well, no,
Or
Miller
both,
Johnson.
or Miller
is first,
Johnson?
yeah.
I liked their more personable feel they gave, that they could adapt to our needs, and I thought they were more open to working with us and being more thorough. And it would give us a chance to be educated on policy if we went with them. Where Truman, we would be doing all the work. And somebody would have to be plugging it all in, and it's more cookie cutter. I know MASB, you know, supports them, but I really like the hometown feel of Miller Johnson.
Clarification.
Yes.
Which one did we meet with first?
Miller Johnson.
Okay. I liked Miller Johnson much better, mainly because they seem more personal, more like our district and our thought processes. Where Troon was just very basic, cut, and this is the way we do it. So that was just my opinion.
Anyone else? Well, I liked Miller Johnson. Two things. Number one, they were very personable, and I felt that our district, that we don't have to go with almost 1,000 pages. And what I liked about it is that they told us they would give us, the turnaround would be, what, 2 weeks, or not even that. So I liked that. We didn't have to wait until, and now as we're still waiting for information, so I did. I know that MASB supports Troon, but I just thought that for us, Miller Johnson would be a little bit more personal. Does anybody else have anything to say about that?
Just chair?
Yes.
I know with Truin, however you pronounce it, a lot of the work would be going on Chris and the staff. I know that was something that he said, because it's a lot of computer clicking and selecting.
Chair.
Yes.
The T word, law firm. He said something that did not sit well with me. You know what I mean? And I was like, yeah, I'm done after that. But he said, well, I went over your things, and you said this word 9 times, and we just won't have that. I was turned completely off after that. You know what I mean? Because that's just like saying, never mind what's in your policies and what's in there. I was just turned complete. I was okay until he said that. And I was like, yep, I'm going with the other one. But like you said, there is a more personable approach with Miller Johnson. They seem to be more relatable, to what we have going on, or what people want to see more work on it, will work more with you. And I believe that if we're paying you this much money, we should not be doing all the work. That's because we won't need anybody to do it. So I think Miller Johnson is,
Well, the presentation for Miller Johnson was much better to me than true. So the consensus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Johnson cost last year or two.
Yes.
You know, that's the first thing I thought. They besides everybody said, I mean, the second presentation with Troon, whatever they're called, I was kind of sitting there like, somebody give me some coffee, because I felt like I was listening to somebody reading an infomercial. So, you know, and I did appreciate the turnover that they said, like, we're gonna get back with you quickly, because I know we were still waiting 2 months later on a response back from the owners. I'm sorry, I'm trying to give them back 3 months, sorry. So yeah, I mean, I think that's important, because we want answers quickly. So I did like Miller Johnson just because of the energy they brought to the space and the cost.
Yes, okay. Anyone else have any other comments they'd like to make? Number 10 is accept financial audit report. Is that gonna be you, Mickey?
That was modified, Madam President.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
That will be at the board's next meeting.
Okay, good, all right. You didn't tell me.
My apologies.
Okay. Okay. Are we done discussing the policy board services?
Pretty much, everybody's on the same
The
page.
consensus is Miller Johnson. Okay. So we'll vote on that next board meeting. Next item on the agenda is discuss board mission and vision statements. I guess that'll be me.
Whichever you prefer, Madam President.
Okay, it'll be me. I'll do that. Amy Davison and the Curriculum Instruction and Assessment Department facilitated the board's discussions pertaining to the board mission and vision at a regular meeting on August the 11th, 2025, and at a special meeting workshop on September the 29th, 2025. At the September 29th, 2025 board meeting, the board came to a consensus on the following board mission and board vision. The mission was the Board of Education will remain unified as it provides guidance through policies and governance to champion student success. And the vision was we are a student-centered, unified, and innovative board dedicated to ensuring every student achieved success. Now, the board may choose to implement this mission and vision by general consensus or by motion and subsequent vote on the floor. And our mission right now is the Board of Education will create policies and provide governance to the district that will facilitate learning through innovative opportunities and strong relationships. I know some of you were not at the September 29th meeting, and we went through quite a few vision. We had, let's see, 3 different scenarios. And okay, let's go back to the first one. You were at the first one, Lori. I think wasn't everybody at the first one?
I wasn't.
You weren't, okay. I think you were the only one that wasn't. And, so, we did, we kind of did a scenario of, how many, sessions did we have? We had 2, but we just kind of went through the values and what we did with our strategic planning. And from that, we came up with knowledge.
Words.
Yeah, just random words
Yes.
that were all kind of smashed together.
And so what Amy and her team did, they took the words that we used and comprised. The Board of Education will remain unified as it provides guidance through policies and governance to champion student success. And the vision, we are a student-centered, unified, and innovative board dedicated to ensuring every student achieves success. Now, we can choose to keep those or just make a motion to do those, or we can choose to keep what the vision that we have. So what's your thoughts on that?
I'm good with the new ones. I mean, pretty much they're just restating in a very different way what our goal has been pretty much all along.
Right. Anybody else have anything to say about that? Amanda?
They look good to me. I kind of wish that we had the rest of the mission and vision statements here, though, just to make sure we're in line with what the administrative team had for theirs, because I didn't memorize what theirs are.
You want to look through this? This is from the 29th.
Oh, I didn't get anything from the 29th.
But, okay. I thought we sent that. Didn't you send that out, Chris?
This is part of the board packet.
I thought so.
Sure.
Yes.
I mean, I think that, for me, like I kept saying in both of these, I'm just excited that we have something in there about student success. I think that's the biggest thing for me, that as a board, that we are focused on the students and not the other stuff. So I'm excited.
I'm excited
that
about
both of the mission and vision is about student success and champion the students' achievement. So I think they're both great.
Yeah, I already said I was.
AJ, you're good with it? Okay.
I'm fine with that.
Are you good with it?
Sure, that's not what I was looking for, but yeah.
What?
I wasn't looking for that mission and vision statement. I was looking for what the administrative team had.
This is what we came up with.
No, that's for the district.
She was thinking of the strategic plan.
Yeah. That's the strategic plan one in there. I was thinking of the other one.
Got it.
This is what we were given on the 20th.
That's not what she's asking.
No.
Oh, what are you asking?
Not the strategic plan one, whichever one that the administrative team came up with for themselves.
Oh.
She wanted to see how ours aligns with the other sections of the district to compare. So we're all on the same page. That's what I understand that she's asking. And I don't remember ever seeing that either.
I don't recall ever seeing theirs.
Just to make sure it's in line. That we're all, our arrows are all pointing the same way.
The one that we approved last year?
No.
No, okay.
She wanted to see what the administrators had as their mission and vision.
Okay, all right, well, Chris, can you, send that out to us in the morning?
I can. I'm sending what exactly?
Say it. So you can say it.
The mission and vision from the administrative team, what their statements are.
We can certainly check. However, I'm not sure that it's any different from the strategic plan adopted version.
I thought it was.
We can certainly
I
look.
thought it was close to that, to the actual strategic plan that we voted on last year.
Yes.
That's what I thought it was.
We can certainly look and see if there's anything in addition to that. However, the administrative team's work is aligned to the district's adopted strategic plan, but we can certainly take a look to see if there's something additional.
So, when Chris, we'll look at that and we'll get that out to the board members. Because I thought it was pretty much the same as what we did with the strategic plan.
I thought each level had their own. Yeah. I could be mistaken.
I was under that impression too, that even every section had their own.
We can take a
That fell
look.
under the umbrella of the strategic plan.
We can take a look.
Oh, I thought you was moving on to 12, I'm sorry.
I'm getting ready to, I just wanted to look through this right quick. Because I thought that we did that. So.